experience using Kickstarter, but I'd never do it again. And to kind of break that down, why? We did a tour last year. It was called the 4 Deep in a Honda tour. It was myself, Cypherface, Ali Ox, and Caesar Van Gogh. And we literally toured from New York to Los Angeles in a 4-door 1996 Honda Accord. So we were on the road for 3 weeks crammed to this Honda. Now, to help pay for the gas, we did a Kickstarter, and we didn't ask for anything crazy. We asked for $1,000, you know, to raise gas money, because gas is very expensive. Now, with that said, you know, we tried to make it interesting for the people who donated and have some kind of, you know, interesting prize packages. You know, if you donated $10, you got CDs, and, you know, as it went up, you know, if you donated $50, we would stop and have lunch with you when we passed through your town. For the people who got the executive gold package for $200, we made a custom song about why you're awesome. So little things like that, it was good. We raised $1,000 and paid for the gas for the tour. It was a success. The reason I would never do it again, you know, we're getting ready to do another tour coming up in March, and some of the guys are like, okay, we're gonna do another Kickstarter. And I'm like, no. And they're, you know, they look at me like, why? And because the reason I would say why is Kickstarter's job is to kickstart you. Yes. It's not the fans' job to finance everything that you want to do. And one thing in particular, this is a quick little funny story, as far as how it changes the fans' relationship. One of the people who made a donation of $50 was a gentleman named Jason out of Washington, D.C. And, you know, as part of his $50 donation, SpaceLAB is supposed to stop in his town and eat lunch with him. We ran into a little problem that morning. We had done a show in Philly, then we had to go back to New York, and then we were really doing the actual tour across the country. And the morning, the next show was in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and we were supposed to just get up leisurely, go to DC, have lunch with our fan, and then leisurely get to the show. Well, the Honda got impounded that morning, and it took us 6 hours and $900 to get the Honda back, which is kind of essential to you know, getting the tour. So with that said, we had to make it from New York City to Chapel Hill, North Carolina in about 8 hours, which is almost impossible. So unfortunately, because we had to make it to that show, because the same promoter had booked the show the following night, we had to get paid so the tour would keep going. Unfortunately, a collateral damage of that was this fan who dropped $50 to have lunch with the rappers he likes didn't get to. And we tried to make it up to him, you know, we sent him CDs, we sent him t-shirts, but it did change the dynamic. You know, it was nobody's fault. Well, it was Ali Ox's fault for not paying his parking tickets. But, you know, it was nobody's fault, but that was a diehard fan who's willing to throw down $50 to eat lunch with us, that because of just the nature of what happened, you know, we kind of lost a key supporter. So I think Kickstarter is great to kickstart you, but it can't be a way of life.